Good morning, and welcome to episode 226 of Getting Rich. I'm your host, Rich Checkan, president of Asset Strategies International, and today is Wednesday, May 28th, 2025. Well, I hope everybody had a wonderful Memorial Day weekend where they had a chance to spend time with family and friends. And I hope you all took the time to remember those service men and women who paid that ultimate sacrifice of their lives in order to allow us to enjoy the privileges and the comforts that we have in this country today. If you haven't, please take that time to remember them. President Trump says that Putin is playing with fire in response to the recent record-setting drone attacks that are being waged on Ukraine. Some 355 drones in the last salvo. Ukraine also has drones provided by both NATO and the U.S., and these drones no longer have limitations on their distances. They can touch Russia in response to Russia's drone attacks. As a result, as you can imagine, peace talks continue to falter, and they don't look very promising at this moment. In Israel, they continue to attack Gaza, and peace talks there are faltering as well, as there are all sorts of issues with getting aid into the Gaza Strip. Here at home, there has been progress with talks on tariffs with both Europe and China, and as a result, markets have responded positively for risk-on assets and negatively for safe haven assets. We've seen a pullback in gold as a result of agreements with Europe and promising steps forward with China. And as a result, the risk assets, the NASDAQ were up 2.5%, S&P 500 was up about 2%, and the Dow up about 1.8%. Let's go ahead and take a look at the gold and silver and platinum and palladium in the metals market and see where they stand as a result of these recent developments. Gold is up 0.1% at $3,315.50 an ounce. It was $3,311 last week. Silver's up 0.6% to $33.39. It was $33.18 an ounce last week. Platinum is up 4.5% to $1,099 an ounce. It was $1,052 last week. And palladium is the sole loser in the precious metals complex, down 3.3% to $1,001 an ounce. It was $1,035 an ounce last week. With silver slightly outperforming gold, you can imagine it's going to take less ounces of silver to buy that ounce of gold. Your gold-silver ratio is down to 99.30. It was 99.79 a week ago, and U.S. dollar has slightly increased in value against the trading basket of major currencies. It stands at 99.60. Last week it was 99.46. Now, here at home, I know we're seeing some positive moves in the risk markets, and we're seeing some pullback in precious metals in general, especially after the surge right before this holiday weekend. But you got to understand that big, beautiful tax bill is winding its way through the Senate, where most expect it will be passed. In that big, beautiful tax bill is a $4 trillion increase to the debt ceiling. That is not being put in place because they found ways to cut spending. They are increasing spending. That will increase our debt burden. It will cause the Treasury to expand the money supply. That does lead to price inflation of everything that matters to you and I. It could be a cup of coffee. It could be a college education, a home. It certainly includes gold. Your wealth insurance will cost more in the future. Better get that policy in place now. In order to help you do that, I want to remind everybody we've got this offer going with International Depository Services. If you open a new account and fund it with metals purchased through Asset Strategies between now and the end of June, you will have free storage on that metal at IDSD or IDST through the end of this year. So obviously it's something worth taking advantage of. It's a fantastic organization, incredibly efficient to work with, whether you're buying or selling, and you get free storage for your metals through the end of the year. As always, we like you to go ahead and join us, subscribe to our YouTube channel, like us, send us your comments and questions, follow us on social media, take our twice weekly Always Something Interesting alerts and our once monthly information line newsletter. But in the end, don't ever forget, getting rich starts with keeping what's yours.